Diana, Princess of Wales, was the first wife of Charles, Prince of Wales, the heir apparent of Queen Elizabeth II. Diana Spencer was born in 1961 in Sandringham in England, and was one of 5 children by Viscount and Viscountess Althorpe of the Spencer family. She attended boarding school and was regarded as a poor student. In 1975 her father inherited the title of Earl Spencer, and she became known as Lady Diana. In 1977 she attended a finishing school in Switzerland, where she first met her future husband Charles, who was in a relationship at the time with her sister. She became a nanny at the age of 17, then moved into her mother's flat in London in 1978. She then became a preschool assistant and carried on as a part-time nanny. Diana attended a country weekend in 1980, where she watched Prince Charles play in a polo match. The prince then invited Diana on a sailing trip aboard the royal yacht Britannica. This was followed by a visit to the British royal family's Scottish residence in Balmoral, where she met Queen Elizabeth II and other senior members of the royal family. Prince Charles proposed in 1981, and Diana left her job at the preschool, and then lived at Clarence House and then Buckingham Palace until the wedding. Diana married Charles in July 1981 at St Paul's Cathedral in London. After the wedding, the couple lived at Kensington Palace and Highgrove, and then they announced their first pregnancy in 1981. Diana gave birth in June 1982 to the prince's first son and heir, William, and then the family embarked on a royal tour of Australia and New Zealand. A second son, Henry, known as Harry, was born 2 years later. Diana then became more involved in the public duties of the royal family, visiting Italy and meeting Pope John Paul II in 1985, followed by the couple's inaugural visit to the United States later that year, meeting President Reagan at the White House. In the following years, tours of Japan, Indonesia, Spain, and Canada were undertaken, followed by other visits in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East, as well as tours of Africa, South America, and India. From the mid-1980s, Diana became increasingly involved with numerous charities around the world, and her interest in serious illness and health matters led to her making several visits to hospitals and clinics outside of her royal duties. She was both patron and president of several large charitable organizations, but in the early 1990s her marriage to Charles began to deteriorate, and intense media scrutiny exposed affairs by both Diana and Charles, leading to several publications of leaked telephone conversations by the British media. Charles and Diana officially separated in 1992, and in December 1993 Diana announced her withdrawal from public life, resigning from over 100 charities that she was involved with. Diana was still considered as a member of the royal family, but lost the title of Her Royal Highness, and she began dating Dodi Fayed, and began a campaign against the use of landmines in warfare after touring an Angolan minefield. This action led to the signing of the Ottawa Treaty, forbidding the use and production of landmines worldwide. Diana was fatally injured in a car crash in a tunnel in Paris, France, which also killed her companion Dodi Fayed and the driver of the vehicle. At the time, the vehicle was being pursued by media paparazzi, and at a later inquest a jury attributed Diana's death to unlawful killing by negligent driving by the driver and of the pursuing paparazzi. Often described as the world's most photographed woman and the people's princess, Diana's legacy remains as one of the most influential people of the 20th century.